if we don't have our headspace right, it is going to be extremely challenging to get in front of a camera and start recording videos and then hitting publish. So the first rule of getting video confidence is also the last rule of getting video confidence, and it goes like this. If you wouldn't say it to a friend, you don't say it to yourself. Now, the thing that usually stops us or holds us back from making videos and going live more frequently and being consistent with our video content is imposter syndrome, really. It's one of those things that keeps us trapped and stuck in our comfort zones. An imposter syndrome, when you strip it back a layer, usually comes down to one of two things. It's either a lack of self-confidence or it's too much self-consciousness. Now, I want you to sort of have a little bit of a reflection on what that may be after this training, and then you can apply the appropriate exercise to combating your little issue. Okay, so for some people, it's a lack of self-confidence, which means that we're really caught up on how we judge ourselves, what we see to be our weaknesses, and whether we think we're qualified to help others. You know, if I had an issue with self-confidence around my area of training, it would be, I'd be having internal conversations like, oh, gee, I don't think I'm really qualified to teach on video. You know, what makes me think that I can help others? Do I really have the skills? Do I really have the insights? So for you, if you're in the fitness space, let's use that as an example, your internal dialogue may be along the lines of, I don't know if I've learned enough to help people run a marathon, train for a marathon, or to lose 10 pounds in 20 days. I don't know. On the other hand, if you've got too much self-consciousness, and that's the thing that I usually have an issue with, it's a hyper state of self-awareness. And that's when you start getting concerned about how others will evaluate your expertise. Will others think that I'm qualified to train on video? Would others think that I'm qualified to help them run a marathon? You know, that's the difference. So have a little think about what you think, what you feel may be your issue that you need to overcome when it comes to imposter syndrome. Now, the exercises for working on those two issues go like this. The first one is for a lack of self-confidence, and it's called the Winner's Focus meditation. And it's something that you may already have done, and if you have, great, do it again. So I want you to think of at least 5 times in your life when you've proved to yourself and you've demonstrated to yourself and to others that you have some remarkable abilities and that you have the skills that you need in order to deliver the service and the coaching or the course that you want to create. And write them down, okay? And then I want you to revisit those times and try and recall as much detail as you can about the day, who you were with, how you felt, what you smelt, what you saw, and just really let those juices run through you again. Because it's all about, getting it stuck in your conscious mind as well as your subconscious and your unconscious, that yes, you do have the goods to do what you want to do and to help others transform with the area that they're stuck in, or the thing that they want to achieve, whatever that may be. The joy in helping. So think about those times when you have worked with somebody and you've helped them and they've given you feedback accordingly. When they've said, wow, I didn't know that. Why didn't somebody tell me that before? Or, gee, that's incredible. That made a huge difference to how I felt about going on camera. Or that stretch made a huge difference to my heel pain after running 10K. It's that type of thing. Think about the times when you have helped people and they've given you the feedback and how that's helped them, and how that in turn has made you feel. Because that's how you'll help yourself overcome too much self-consciousness. So recall one of your favorite clients, one of the times you really helped them. Recall it, revisit the experience, revisit the feelings. Remember that if it was a Zoom call, the joy in their face, the relief in their face, the triumph in their face, and then remember how it made you feel. Use that and draw on that. And this one also really helps when it comes time to actually sitting down in front of a camera and either going live or recording a video, is think about that person, that favorite client, and present to them. Make the message all about them and helping them, not about what you're doing and how self-conscious you may be feeling in front of the camera. And letting the mind then go onto this whole, slippery slide rabbit hole of self-doubt and, what if I look terrible and what if people think this and what if, forget about it. There's that great saying about dancing as if no one's watching. Well, making videos a bit like that. Prepare as if a lot of people are going to be watching it. But then when you actually sit down and start recording, record as if no one's watching you, because usually no one is watching you. And think about one person, your favorite client, watching you. I hope that's not too complicated. If you need clarity or you've got questions on any of this, you can email me, or else, if you're not already a member of my group, join it and pop a question in there, and happy to give you feedback.